So you're thinking of moving to Charlotte and you want to know if it's a good idea. Well, guess what? You're in the right spot. Welcome to another episode of Charlotte Salute, where we talk about everything Charlotte. If you're into that, hit the subscribe button above. I'm Joe McIntosh with Century Residential, and today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of moving to Charlotte. The first things we're going to discuss are the weather. Having been stationed in San Diego for many years, one of the things I missed was season change. In Charlotte, you're going to get a healthy dose of all four seasons. So, let's talk about winter. You're going to need a good jacket, but guess what you don't need? You don't need a snowsuit or a snow plow. It's going to get chilly. You're going to have a few days in the 20s. You might hit the teens every now and again, but guess what? It's going to be 60 degrees soon. You'll be happy again. We're going to get a beautiful spring. The birds are going to chirp. The grass is going to come back. The Bradford pears are going to bloom. These beautiful little white flowers that blow around the city. Spring is gorgeous in the South because everything comes to life. It's so green, it's vibrant, it's beautiful. The flowers are coming. Spring is absolutely gorgeous. And the other question is, oh my God, the summers, is that hot? Yes, you're in the South, my friends. It's gonna be warm. We're generally under 95 degrees, but guess what? We're gonna have some days over 95, and every now and again, you're gonna get a week of your triple digits. It's warm, but it's only for a little bit of time. It's not gonna be like Arizona where every day it's 115 degrees. And so that brings me to one of the cons. One of the cons is the humidity. Yes, you're gonna have days where it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity. And ladies, your hair isn't gonna stay curled, but it's not every day. And again, it's just a little while and that'll soon subside to my favorite, fall. What you're gonna get is the beautiful trees as all the leaves turn vibrant oranges and red and really paint the landscapes absolutely beautiful. So now we're gonna get into kind of the pros and cons of Charlotte being on the East Coast and how that is gonna affect you. If you're coming out of one of your major cities, New York, Boston, Chicago, where downtown is just jam-packed with nothing but limos going to meetings and a sea of yellow taxis, it's gonna be a little different. Do we still have our traffic? Yes. Are there days it'll still take you 45 minutes to go 2 miles? Sure, but it's not gonna be your metropolitan New York City, Boston, oh my God, I'm ready to blow my brains out traffic. One of the other reasons that people really do like Charlotte is because of the centralized location. You're 2 to probably 3 hours to the beach, depending on how fast you drive, and you're 2 to 3 hours to some incredible places in the mountains, whether you're going to Asheville or Gatlinburg or Sliding Rock, Boone, one of the many other beautiful mountain places. So now you got a little understanding about the area. Now let's talk about what really brings people here. The cost of living, the booming economy, the housing market, the schools. The median home price in Charlotte is hovering around $300,000. That's super affordable compared to lots of other places in the country. You can buy a full 3-bed, 2-bedroom house for around $300,000. So one of the things that amazed us and was a big contributing reason to why we did relocate was cost of living and housing. The home that we were able to purchase here in the Charlotte area, we never could have afforded a comparable home in San Diego. It just wouldn't happen. So one of the things you're gonna have to get used to, because we only have 2 sport teams, not 4. So we've got Carolina Panthers and the Charlotte Hornets. One thing Charlotte doesn't have is a massive water source. We're not on the coast or near a big bay or really cool inlet. But what we do have is 2 lakes. One being Lake Norman, which is massive, super popular. So if you like a lot of lake sports and boating, head up to Lake Norman. Or if you want something a little smaller but can do everything else in, then pop on over to Lake Wylie. Something kind of cool about Lake Wylie is half of it's in North Carolina, half of it's in South Carolina. Last thing we're gonna talk about is the people. One of the biggest things I love about Charlotte is the immense diversity, and with that diversity comes many food choices, because I like to eat. A big thing down here is grits. Grits are tasty, put them in some butter with some eggs and some bacon. I like mine all mixed up. When I was younger, I used to make a grit sandwich. The other thing that's really big is sweet tea. It's all sweet. Lots of places you have to ask for sweet tea. Here, you're gonna have to ask for unsweet tea. But another thing we do really well is barbecue. Kind of cool thing about Charlotte with where we are is you can get Carolina barbecue or you can get more traditional with ketchup-based sauce depending on which restaurant you frequent. So that wraps us up. I hope this video covered a few things about Charlotte that you wanted to know. I know we didn't cover everything. I gave you some pros and some cons. I'd love to help you if you ever have any other questions about Charlotte and the metropolitan area. Give me a call. I'd love to help. And thank you so much for watching another episode of Charlotte Salute.